This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination.
We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner of the $100 is Rhett Gillens. He is a restaurant industry. He's in the restaurant industry, and he feels stuck. He wants to start his own software business. So congratulations, Rhett, for your guys' chance to win $100 every Monday morning. Simply subscribe to the podcast on iTunes now in order to enter, and then text the word Nathan to 33444 to prove that you subscribed. Guys, if you want an easy tool to use to book your meetings back to back, to batch your calls, to make sure people actually show up when they schedule, you want to use Acuity Scheduling. It's what I use for all my podcast interviews at nathanlatka.com/schedule. I'll tell you more about how I use it later on in the episode. Nathan Latka here. The holidays are coming on us so quick. Guys, as you're traveling, don't forget, listen to the Top Entrepreneurs podcast. The kids will love it, you will love it, and it'll make you smarter. Tomorrow morning is no different with Chad Rubin, who went from zero to 300 grand in monthly recurring revenue in 16 months by helping 300 e-commerce brands streamline their data with his company, Scubana. Top Tribe, good morning. Nathan Latka here. Our guest today is Wyatt Jozwowski, and he is the CEO and co-founder of Demio, a smart webinar platform on a simple mission. He's just passionate about creating a great customer and user experience. Wyatt, are you ready to take us to the top?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
All right, good. Okay. Webinar platform. Tell us more about Demio. What do you do and how do you generate revenue?
Yeah, so Demio is a web-based webinar platform built for marketing. The reason why we created it, obviously there are other webinar platforms out there, but we wanted to create a webinar platform that was actually enjoyable and easy to use, and allow you to use it for marketing, to go out there and get results. So we actually just launched. We were in a beta.
What day did you launch?
We launched on Wednesday.
Okay,
yeah.
and so actually say that date for people listening to this later.
Yeah, that's November 9th, so just a couple days ago.
Got it, November 9th. Very cool. And so tell us more kind of about you, because, I mean, you've had some success in kind of the internet market, actually a lot of success in the internet marketing space.
Yeah, so before Demio, I was in more of the SEO space. I have a company called Drip Apps. We have a few different softwares that we have over there. We have a members area, which is more like a training for SEO and whatnot. And so that's how we kind of got started with software, built some Shopify apps as well. But Demio is definitely, the biggest software project that, I've ever taken on. Mm-hmm. So we've been working on it for over 2 years now. We just finished up our beta phase. And as I mentioned, just got into that launch for that.
So what does that mean? What do you mean beta phase?
Yeah. So we were in a free beta actually for 3 to 4 months. So what that means is we were basically letting people sign up for free to use Demio. And so we had people running webinars all throughout that beta. And the reason why we did that, not really as a marketing strategy or to get a bunch of people using it, but really it was more to fully test the system, push it to its limits. Being a webinar platform, reliability is super, super important to us. So we wanted to achieve that during beta as much as we possibly could. The other thing is we really wanted to force simplicity across the platform. And when you have, 900 or so users in beta, which we did using the platform, that really forced us we had to actually take out some of the features and focus on what was actually important, which is the core webinar experience. And so we think that was really good because otherwise you launch, right? And then you start out with 10 customers or 50 customers, and you don't really learn about all the breaking points and the main aspects of what could go wrong until you get to more scale.
So what is I'm navigating your website right now. Music just started. Tell me, that's a good thing. Tell me more about, you said you've been building for 2 years, right?
Right.
So what is how much money have you guys sunk into it so far?
Just over $500,000.
Okay. And are you a developer or do you have a developer co-founder or what?
No. So myself and my partner, we are not actually technical co-founders. We have a team now of 3 developers and designer and a QA manager, and then it's us 2 as well.
And do you use like at nathanlaka.com/TopTal? That's how I have my basically developer co-founder for my send later tool I'm building. Are you guys using, which TopTal helps you find dev talent basically, right? And pay them. Are you using a site like that, or did you just, hire college buddies?
No, so we use just a variety of different sites. Honestly, our team has changed so much. Now we have an amazing team, really, really solid team, but some honestly came from like an Upwork and then transitioning them off of that and more into like a full-time role. Yep. Some came from just job posts. I think we're actually a remote team. So
where's your co-founder based?
Tampa, literally right across the street from me.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Amazing.
Cool.
And I think the site we really, really have gotten good results from is weworkremotely.com, which was created by Basecamp, or the guys over at Basecamp.
Good. We'll have to check that out. So tell me more. You're a young guy, right?
Yes.
How
21.
Are you? Okay, 21. So people might be listening going, where'd this guy get $500,000? Where'd you get $500,000?
Other companies, mostly Drip Apps, my SEO company.
Okay, so tell folks when you launched that and give us more insight into that.
So that was the initial budding of that was a few years ago. And before that, what I was actually doing was, I was just doing SEO. I wasn't teaching anybody about it, or I didn't have any courses or software. I was just doing it and getting results with it. And that kind of led to someone reaching out to me, because I had a journey thread where I was doing SEO. People were following me, and one person reached out to me and was like, you could take this and easily turn it into a product. Because at the time I was 17, I was a high school dropout. So he's like, this would make for like the perfect angle right here. And so we took that, made it a product. I knew nothing about really product launching or even internet marketing at that time, or that general space. And it did well. And so that kind of started me on my path of getting into that. And then we decided to take that process and turn it into a software. First software project was a bit of a mess, but
what
one
was
thing
it
led
called?
to
Come
another.
on, Wyatt, tell us the bad one.
The name of it?
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, it was called Video Vantage, and it was basically a video ranking platform, because that's what I was doing at the time, ranking like YouTube videos and stuff.
Oh, I see. So tell us about Drip Apps. How does it make money? Do people pay one-time kind of stuff for PDFs and ebooks on information, or what?
No, Drip Apps is all like monthly. Whether it's a few small SaaS projects there, or the main thing is really what we call Drip Core, which is our monthly membership. It's $47 a month, and we have like action maps and webinars in there that we do. Like,
how many folks are signed up for that?
We have. Last time I checked, I think it's about 470.
Okay, got it. So that's kind of where you've generated this cash to be able to focus on Demio.
Right.
Got it. And you said you launched that back when, 2013, 2012?
Yeah, well, that was like when the like first product, but actually Drip Apps, the website and like the brand was only created like 2 to 3 years ago.
Okay, so call it 2013.
Sure, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. So if I take about 450 times $47 a month, you're doing about 21 grand per month through that.
Yeah, give or take.
And so what was total Drip Apps revenue in 2015?
I think just shy of $1 million.
So are you, is your co-founder, did you meet him through Drip Apps, or are you kind of the financial partner in this and he's kind of the one executing?
So I've been totally focused in Demio, and my partner as well. So, that's one thing we've kind of neglected the other stuff that we were working on, especially Drip Apps. I mean, that's a good thing about it though, is it runs without me really being in there. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, all my time is focused in Demio, and we've just been working at this every single day. For basically 2 years now.
So why you read I'm sure you read some of the startup stuff. Many people go, that is not how you do a startup. Spending 500 grand and waiting 2 years is like not the way to iterate fast, launch fast, and push quickly. What would be your response to that?
My response would be, I agree.
Has it just been tougher? You just not plan it, or what?
Yeah, exactly. Things never go as planned, tons of mistakes. There were a lot of technology challenges, and building a webinar platform is not the easiest thing. So yeah, it was just a series of mistakes, really.
Yeah. I had at getlatka.com, that's where I put up some of my interviews and the companies I profile. There's a little search bar. You can search any company, and I kind of put up all their information. One of the folks we had on, you remind me a ton of, is Omar from Webinar Ninja. Do you study those guys?
Yeah, we definitely know about them.
Yeah. And so him and Maestro Conference and Business Hangouts are kind of all people playing in, I think, this space. What is going to be your pricing model? You don't have any paying customers yet, right?
We do, because we launched a couple days ago, and so far we've done just under 60,000 in revenue.
Great. Wait, so what's the model? Is it going to be kind of a SaaS business or what?
Yeah, so right now we're doing like discounted annual pricing.
Okay, smart.
So that's not MRR or anything. That's just like annual packages.
So what's the price?
So the pricing right now is from $237 a year to $497 a year. So relatively cheap, being a webinar platform. But after the grand opening, which will end on November 16th, we're basically increasing the prices. It will be standard monthly and annual pricing, starting out at like $47 a month, the middle package $117 a month, and then the high package $237 a month.
Okay, got it. But if you said you've done 60 grand so far.
Yeah, just under.
Yeah, that's not bad for being launched for a few days. If you take 60 grand, divide that by 12, that's basically an effective MRR of about $5,000. That's not bad. I've talked to companies that, where I've actually helped a few companies that have just raised capital on $5 million of MRR, and they've gotten $5 and $6 and $7 and $9 million pre-money valuations.
Yeah.
Very cool. What do you think? What is the vision for this? Because is there truly a technology kind of moat you can build around this to get an advantage in the marketplace, or is this really build the same damn thing everyone else has, from a tech stack perspective, make it pretty, because it is very nice to look at, looking at your website and looking at the tool screenshots, and then use your marketing kind of skill set to beat people? Is that kind of the thing that's going to make you win?
Yeah, so I guess it's kind of twofold. Make it pretty, easy to use, enjoyable. That's definitely a big part of our strategy. But at the same time, in the industry, all of us are kind of facing the same technology challenges. And so there are different ways to approach those challenges, but there's not like one easy solution that we can kind of all implement. What I would say is there's a huge roadblock. And that's something we didn't know. And that's why it's kind of taken us so long and so much money. Someone can't just like jump into the webinar space tomorrow, because it takes a lot of time. You can kind of, really separate yourself from competition. There's so much that goes into it.
What's the toughest thing?
Yeah, a lot of it is just the streaming, honestly. Streaming is such a very challenging thing. We have basically no latency streaming. So what that means is, everybody that's on a webinar is basically getting the stream in real time. And that's hard to achieve. And there's so many outside factors like internet, firewall issues, browsers. So there's just so many, if someone hosts a webinar and there could be up to 1,000 attendees, there's 1,000 potential issues there.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so challenging.
Does Demio require software on your desktop software like GoToWebinar?
No, it's web-based. And so one of the things we're really focused on right now is expanding browser support. And we also have to release our mobile support, which has been such a big thing. And that definitely was an objection during beta and whatnot. But we're releasing our Android support pretty soon here, and then we'll be releasing a native iOS app after that.
So you're only a few days in, and you just told us some of the pricing, but how many unique customers have signed up so far?
I'm looking at the numbers right now. So I think we've done just under, I'm trying to add this on my head, but just under 200 sales.
Okay, 200. Okay, got it. Good. You obviously don't know. I'm just going through kind of some SaaS metrics real quick. You don't know probably about churn yet because it's so early.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Has anyone called who's paid and asked for a refund yet?
Yeah, we've issued a few refunds. Most have to do with just not fully understanding exactly, the features, or, maybe not knowing about lack of browser support, which we're expanding and stuff like that.
Well, with good marketers like you, that always happens. I'll never forget. I do webinars to grow Heyo, and people would buy it. And I'd always message them when they're going through the onboarding. I go, "Why'd you buy?" And they go, "Nathan, I don't know what I just bought, but your energy on the webinar, I just loved it. What did I buy? I'm like going, oh my gosh, please take your money, leave me alone. Let's have fun, but don't buy my products ever again.
Exactly. I was just talking to somebody and they were asking about a feature that we just don't have at all. And it was not mentioned on the sales page or anything. It was about automated and evergreen type of webinars. And I just asked him, I was like, why did you think we had that? And he was like, oh, I just expected it.
Interesting.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, interesting. Well, hey, Wyatt, before we get into my favorite part of the show, a few just last questions here. How many teammates? So are you guys 5 total? 3 folks you brought on development-wise, and you and your co-founder?
So it's 3 developers, 1 QA, and 1 designer, plus us 2. So
7.
7.
Got it. 7. Very cool. And where's the best place for people to connect with you online?
Favorite place is probably Twitter, at Wyatt Jaws, WYATTJAWZ.
All right, guys, I talked about this earlier, but I schedule so many meetings that would blow your mind. I mean, all my podcast interviews, right? Hundreds of entrepreneurs I talk to monthly. I schedule, and you know what? I do it so efficiently. I get them all to agree to my calendar, so all the calls are back to back to back. That means I'm not switching in between tasks all day long. I get them to batch so that I can be very efficient. It's so critical. And I use a tool called Acuity Scheduling to do this at nathanlatka.com/schedule. It eliminates the back and forth between me and people I'm trying to meet with. It makes it very simple. And most importantly, they help me keep my no-show rate very low because they send out reminders. Helps you look very professional. So go to nathanlatka.com/schedule to sign up. And you get a great deal. You guys know this. I hit people hard. I make great deals. And Gavin, the CEO, has given us a great deal. If you sign up like normal people, okay, on their website, you only get a 14-day free trial. If you use my link, nathanlatka.com/schedule, you get 45 days free. Okay, it's the best. It's free. Go to nathanlatka.com/schedule right now to sign up, and I'll see you there. All right, Top Tribe, we'll leave that in the show notes at nathanlatka.com/the top 509. Again, /the top 509. All right, Wyatt, it's time for the famous 5. These are quick questions, rapid fire answers. You ready?
Sure.
Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Oh, wow. I have so many. I'm just going to lean towards The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz.
That's a good one. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Yeah, definitely. I would say probably, I'm going to say Jason Lemkin, but there are so many.
Yeah, he just closed a nice $70 million venture capital round out there. SaaS guy, right? All right, yep. Number 3, is there a favorite online tool you have, like Acuity Scheduling?
Favorite resource is probably like Clarity FM, connecting with, experts.
Yep. Dan Martell, smart guy. Number 4, yes or no? Do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
7 to 8. Yeah. Okay,
good. And what's your situation? Well, usually people are older than you on the show, but I'll ask anyway. What's your situation? You married, single, you have kids?
Single.
And no kids that you know of, right?
No.
Right. And you're 21, you said, right?
Yes.
So last question, Wyatt, just take us back a year. What do you wish you knew when you were 20?
That it was going to be 10 times harder than I thought.
Persistency, right?
Yeah.
All right, Top Tribe, there you have it. Wyatt Jozwowski, he has had a ton of success in his company, Drip Apps. Use that in doing about 21 grand a monthly recurring revenue with several hundred customers paying $47 a month. Has used that to invest in Demio.com, a smart webinar platform on a super simple mission. Again, sunk about 500 grand into that. They are in launch, just under 200 customers, have done over 60 grand in ARR. Wyatt, thank you for taking us to the top.
Yeah, thank you so much.
If you enjoyed Alexander today, go back and listen to Bart Lorang yesterday. They've raised $50 million, and they've helped over 50,000 customers get accurate contact data with his company, Full Contact. Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google Ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it. Okay. Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google, right? When you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan. Okay, Top Tribe, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, before you listen to any other episodes, subscribe on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.